Hi everyone. Before I start, I just want to share something simple. Today I'm actually wearing the jacket that I'm usually wear during my daily commute. It might seem like a small detail, but for me, this jacket represents a routine, something I do every single day without thinking too much about it. Every day, I commute to work, and like most of people in Jakarta, commuting used to feel like just another part of life. Wake up, go to work, deal with traffic, and repeat. I never really questioned it. But over time, I started to realize something. This daily routine that feels so ordinary actually creates an impact that goes beyond myself. At one point, I decided to make a small change. Today, my commute is a combination of MRT and TransJakarta. Even though I still use motorcycle for the first part of the journey to the station, I no longer rely on it for the entire trip. And I want to be honest, this is not a perfect shift. I didn't suddenly become fully sustainable, but it's conscientious decision to reduce dependency. What surprised me the most is not just the environmental aspect, but how this change affected my daily experience. My commute became more predictable, less stressful, and for the first time, I started to feel that commuting doesn't have to be wasted time. Instead, it became time I could use to think, reflect, or simply reset before starting the day. This small change connect directly to SDGs point number 11, sustainable cities and communities. When we talk about sustainability, we often think about large-scale solution, big infrastructure, policies, or even innovation. But in reality, cities are shaped by daily behavior. Every person choosing public transport, reducing congestion, lower emissions, and contributes to a more efficient urban system. And made me realize something important. Sustainability is not always about big action. Sometimes it's about changing how we do think we already do every day. To better understand this, I try to quantify my own impact. My daily commute is approximately 30 kilometers per day. If I were to rely fully on a motorcycle, I would consume around 0.75 liters of fuel per day. That translates to about 7,500 rupiahs per day, or roughly 150,000 rupiahs per month. From an environmental perspective, 1 liter of fuel produces around 2.3 kilograms of CO2. So, a pure private commute will generate about 1.7 kilograms of CO2 per day. By switching to MRT and TransJakarta for most of the journey, I reduce a significant portion of that emission, resulting in approximately 20 to 30 kilograms of CO2 reduction per month. But interestingly, the biggest value is not just fuel or emission, it's time. By using public transport, I gain around 30 to 60 minutes of usable time every day. Time that I can use for reading, thinking, or just simply resting. If I assign even modest value to that time, around 30,000 per day, that becomes almost 600,000 rupees per month in productivity value. So, What I used to feel like daily cost actually becomes a form of value creation. This experience changed how I define impact. Before, I used to think impact had to be something big, a project, an innovation, or a major initiative, but now I see it differently. Impact can come from small, consistent decisions. I'm not fully eliminating private transport. I'm not that perfect, but I'm making a conscious effort to reduce, to optimize, and to be more aware. And I think that's the key. Because if one person change one habit, the impact might be small. But if many people make the same change, that small impact becomes something much bigger. So for me, SDGs number 11 is not just a global goal. It's a daily choice. And it starts with something as simple as how we choose to commute. Thank you. My name is Dava, and I see you later.